So one of the best times to start trading a strategy is in a drawdown and a portfolio as well. You see the 25 to 50K portfolio right here. SR CounterTrend 3, it had a winner and now it's had a loser in gold. And last night, NightTrader lost. First time in 10 trades. It has been on a 10 trade winning streak and it lost last night. So this has a profit target of 700 and a stop loss of 1500. So you're talking about 7,000 before slippage and commission run up, and then a $1,500 stop loss on that. And so you're going to have those. When you have 10 winners in a row, you're eventually going to have a loser. And so NightTrader did that. And SR CounterTrend 2, you mean the S&P, hadn't traded in a while. We talked about yesterday how a bull flag was created, and it gave it a perfect opportunity to buy the dip because nothing goes straight up or down. Would anticipated a bearish price action at the close yesterday, and so it was really bearish overnight, which hurt some of our overnight strategies, but it gave SR CounterTrends a good opportunity to buy the dip, and there were some cycles of dip buying in SR CounterTrends. Some were profitable, some were losers, and Cobra 3 lost again, just a really tight stop loss in this type of market environment. Short at 85.38. The market made a recent high of 85.95, so it needed about a 60-point stop loss so far, or $1,200. And so we have these series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is normal right now for it to go through this. It almost gives back all the big winners. So experimenting with one of the things I'm experimenting with is bigger stop losses and changing the entry somehow to wait for a bigger rally instead of getting in. Oftentimes you'll miss that move. So for example, if we waited for a bigger pullback right here, we would have missed this move. And so if we had waited for a bigger pullback here, it would have been less of a loss. A bigger pullback here would have been less of a loss. A bigger pullback here would have been a smaller loss. And so how would it average out? A bigger pullback here, a smaller loss. A bigger pullback here would have turned out to a big winner, and a bigger pullback or stop loss here could have ended up being a bigger winner. So experimenting with that as a new version of Cobra 3 with lots of mean reversion and retracements in this market. So that's the 25K. Let's look at the other strategies. Once again, same Cobra 3 here, SR CounterTrend, same SR CounterTrend here. When you take a look at these two, they're net profitable between the two. So trading ES CounterTrend and Cobra 3 trend has been an approach, and that's part of the 25K, 50K portfolio approach. Adaptive moving average right at break even on the day went short, now it's long. And NightTrader, same as the 25K portfolio, finally had a losing trade after a 10 trade winning streak. Stock index swing, it minus 1,025, and SR CounterTrend 2 V2 1M. The 1M, 5M, and 15 minute on the SR CounterTrends all hit their profit target, plus 475, plus 475, plus 475. So good winners on those. All strategy access 2 stock index portfolio. Let's take a look at the SR CounterTrends first. So SR CounterTrend 2 evening NASDAQ hit its profit target plus 775, and then the other SR CounterTrends, they start right here, plus 475, plus 475, plus 475, and then we have minus 825, minus 825. And so overall, really good day in the stock index SR CounterTrends. We've talked about how this strategy performs so well in this type of market, which is counterintuitive. There's been less trend and more counter trend intraday, and so that is one of the reasons why the SR CounterTrends have performed so well. Tick count trend minus 1250, QS3 minus 725. Needed a little bit bigger stop loss on this one. Once again, just additional volatility. Could trade a micros, a combination of micros with the same stop loss, or use a bigger stop loss if you have the capital. That's one adjustment that could be made. Asia 4 long, just that bull flag really set us up here, and we got long and stopped out, and That was minus $1,000 on top of the NightTrader loss last night. So $2,500 losses last night. Let's see. AT 2020 NQ had a nice day yesterday on the long side, plus 2860 and then minus 725 today. And Tick Pulse, we're not trading that. And we're not trading 60-minute breakout, which actually on the NQ, which actually had a huge day yesterday, plus 29.25. So those are the trades on the stock indexes so far. Let's look at the other trades. All Strategy Access 3 today. Asia Gold 4, it lost. This is redundant with the 2020 version, so they were both down. Well, actually, the 2020 version did not trade, and so it's a high degree of correlation. The 2020 version in All Strategy Access 4 is an improved version of Asia Gold 4 here. You could trade them both or just one. The improved version, more selective version, is the 2020 version. And so Gold Flash minus 825, Cobra Euro 4 plus 343.75 open trade. SR CounterTrend 2 gold at 1 yesterday, minus 825 today. SR CounterTrend 4 gold, it was profitable. So we had 4 SR CounterTrend gold trades today. The SR CounterTrend 4 trade was profitable at plus 475. SR CounterTrend 2 minus 825. And then the other two were in All Strategy Access 4. We'll show that in a minute. Grains Day Trader 3 minus 225. So All Strategy Access 4 minus 825, minus 825 after winners on previous days. And then Cobra Gold minus 625. So really choppy day in gold. Seems to be quite a bit of correlation between gold and equities these days. So that's what I see happening here. So that is the update. All Strategy Access 5. No trades today. That is the update on all the strategies. Bit of a choppy drawdown session overall, with the SR CounterTrends on the stock indexes leading the way, even though a couple of them were losers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 SR CounterTrends on the E-mini S&P were winners, and then on the NQs, 1, 2, 3, 4 winners, and then 2 losers. So 8 winners, 2 losers on SR CounterTrends, and that is the update so far. Midday, we have about 2.5 hours of trading left in the session.